Hello. Trying out my voice. Still not back to normal. Getting there. I just had some, whatever that soup was, it had a matzo ball in it. So whoever sent it, thank you. It was a very good dinner. Soothing on my throat. I was hoping that it would work a miracle. And there's no kerfuffles allowed on my live, Jordy and Hunk. So hi, everybody. So to who sent that, thank you. It was delicious. Tasted like chicken noodle soup. And look at, I am surrounded by hundreds of cats. And I heard my grandson Tristan is listening. Hi, Tristan. You're on your way to Minnesota. You're going to love it. I see snow forts and snowball fights and sledding in your near future. Rainy Las Vegas. Is there a troll on here? Lucky I didn't see a troll. Somebody must have got him. So we are all surrounded by a lot of cats. Isn't this cool? Good thing is I don't feel sick. I just sound sick. Just got the scratchy throat. Very common. Everybody gets a cold. But not everybody gets to hang out with hundreds of cats like this, right? Yay, Kelsey was just finished her volunteer shift at the local shelter. Yay, that's amazing. Wherever you live, if you can, it'd be great for you to volunteer at an animal shelter. Volunteers are always needed. Isn't it fun watching? That's Black Beauty up there. Isn't that fun to watch? Hi, Tristan. Oh, Tristan is my 8-year-old grandson, and he's traveling with his mother and his grandmother, making the long trip from Florida to Minnesota. So you guys will have to be on the Twitch and Furball Farm live stream to help babysit your cats while you're driving. That's so cute. Look at, we got Clamio up here. It's really helpful when cats have their favorite spots, because then you can find them quicker. There's Clamio. And there's Navarre. Let's see here. There are a lot of cats in the tree forest because it's cold outside. So there are a lot of cats in here, to include Rude Ruby. There's Felicity. Hi, Felicity. Hi, baby girl. Hi. She's a Glencoe cat that's really coming around. She really did like that. Oh, Mary, thanks for the donation. Godfrey's doing great. Hey, you. There's Carrot Cake. Godfrey's doing great because he's in the Airbnb. Godfrey had a rotten mouth. Dr. Ashley said his mouth was yucky, yucky, yucky. And so he needs to be on meds. And so he's going to be isolated in the Airbnb in the main floor bedroom to make sure he gets his meds and You know, he's always wanted to be an Airbnb cat. I have a feeling that he's going to fake toothaches so that Dr. Ashley puts him on meds so he has to be quarantined in the Airbnb. That's our story. Is this Emery or Ophelia? Anybody know? Oh, I bet it's a Glencoe cat. Who's got a good photographic memory? So far, I've seen Emery. Anybody else can confirm that that's Emery? Hi, Carrot Cake. I heard somebody say Ophelia. There's lots of cats in this forest. Hi, look at all you kitties. Sam, I am. Isn't that cute how they sleep together? I'm gonna pull this out. Let's go into the forest here. Sam, I am is like, well, I was kind of comfy, dude. Why'd you leave? You guys are in the tree forest. I see Mamba right there. She's licking her foot. I heard a kerfuffle behind me. Should we see what's going on behind me? So it's just me, myself, and I. Chris is in the merch room doing orders. If you haven't ordered your pilgrim or turkey leg or your 2026 calendar or your awesome soaps and wax melts and shirts, and go do it now. Make Chris busy. Look at this is the shirt right here. Zachary almost tripped me. He almost tripped me. We'll go see Leroy. Look at this awesome shirt. Isn't this perfect? We're going to be selling Christmas cards. They're on their way here. It's 24 cards. So 12 of our cats on Christmas cards or holiday cards. So don't be going out to Walmart and buying cards, guys. 24 cards and they're $30. Better than the dollar store, right? And then this is our sweatshirt. So let's see how late we can keep Chris. And those cards are a way to support your cats. Look at, there's Victoria. Hi, Victoria. Your hair is grown in really well. Right by Yoshi. Hi, Victoria. So the chicken coop cats, it looks like we're down to Victoria, Carmen, and Teddy now. Isn't she pretty? I did eat the chicken soup. It was very, very good. Okay, let's go. I was gonna, I just got a text from our expert trappers. There's another Leroy coming our way that's in imminent danger. Hopefully he'll be healthy enough to come to our to be into our sanctuary. Sometimes when we get cats in and they're all beat up, we do blood work and everything. If they are so beat up, sometimes it's just easiest on them to euthanize them. Doesn't happen that often, but this boy looks quite beat up. So say a prayer for this next black guy coming. I think he's coming tomorrow, so he won't be vetted till Thursday. He looks so much like Leroy. I had to make sure it wasn't Leroy. It's really sad that cats have to live Such a harsh life when they, I know it frustrates you all because we're all birds of a feather flocked together. I wish there was no unwanted kittens. Right, Nancy? It just sucks that there's another cat coming to us that's not in the best shape. Hi, Jane. Look at Jane. And there's Kevy. Hi, Kevy. Jane ran away. All right, let's come in here. Jackfruit, did you chicken out again? Oh, I'd love to wipe his eyes. Oh. This guy has really turned a new leaf. He was head-butting me, guys. Head-butting me. I was trying to give Buzzy some Meals on Wheels, and he kept head-butting me. What a change. What a change. You're just a character, too, because sometimes he'll kind of like slap you, but I think it's because he's just learning manners. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Isn't he like a fluffy teddy bear? I'm Casper. Yes, it's Casper. Oh, silly boy. Oh, silly boy. Yes. I sure hope I sleep like this tonight. I think that's why when you have a cold, you're tired. It's because it kind of breaks up your sleep because you wake up to cough. I hear the train. There's our Buzzy boy. Hi, Buzzy. So Buzzy's in here because he had a dental a few weeks ago. And he was on meds, and it didn't clear up his infection. So he's on another course of meds, and we just want to make sure that he is gaining weight now because he lost a little bit of weight. His mouth, Dr. Ashley looked at his mouth. She said it looks amazing. So he's on the mend. He came out for treats the other day for me, so I know he's on the mend. But we're worrywarts. And so we just have him, and he likes to be in here, so. There's Holly. Oh, look at this. Isn't this cute? That is so cute. There's so many oranges in here. Let's see. I was in here with, look at Casper. He wants to steal the show. Yep, Leroy is still where I saw him for the Facebook. There's Leroy. All right. Oops, wrong way. There's our Leroy. Hi, buddy. Isn't he so handsome? There's Leroy. All right, I'm going to pet him. Hey, buddy. Can you say hi to everybody, huh? There's our boy. There's our boy. Hi, buddy. I love you. Yes, I do. Do you know how many people love you, huh? And he is really soft. He feels like a rabbit. Who knew, huh? That's our Leroy. So why is Leroy in here? He was medicated for a cold, and he is healed from his cold, and he actually likes it in here. He likes it in here, so it's kind of like, hate to put him out. And last night when I was watching Twitch and YouTube, the live streams, I saw him out with the kittens. It was so adorable. It was like Grandpa Leroy. What do you think of those babies, huh? What do you think? Were they doing shenanigans out there, huh? Yes. And then there's Sterling. Let's see if I can pull this down a little bit. Do you guys see Sterling down there? I guess it's hard to see his face. Sterling. Sorry about that. Can't really see his face. So, There's Lucy. We got to pet Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Hi, honey. Hi, pretty girl. Yes, you're beautiful. Yes, you are. We're going to find a good home for this girl. Come here. Come here, Lucy Lou. Come on out. Here, come here. I know. Come here. Come here, honey. Let's put you up here so everybody can see how beautiful you are. Come on. There you go. Okay, come on. There, this is Lucy. You're so pretty. Isn't she a pretty girl? There. Isn't she pretty? Hi, Lucy. Isn't she a pretty girl? We're going to find you a good indoor home. So we don't know how many litters of kittens she's had, but she's had a few. And her baby making days are over. So now she'll get all the attention, not the babies. I think she's taken a back seat for quite a while. And the baby's got all the attention, and now it's her turn. Yeah, the soup was delicious. And let me see, I wasn't looking at shelves in the garage are empty. You can get my Christmas decorations out of the attic and put them in the garage. Yay, Lois! You're gonna be able to put your Christmas decorations up. All right. So she was just spayed last week. Yes. All right. Now we're going to go up to Miss Raylan. Hi, Raylan. You have a home. I think Raylan goes home on Friday. You were chosen, Raylan. Yeah. I think Lucy's only like I think they think she's like 3 or 4. Hi. Oh, is she 2 to 3? Pretty girl. Kevy's doing well. Do you want to go out, Auntie Taji? There's Kevin. Hi, Kevy. Kevin says, speak of the devil. All right. And kittens are playing. Oh, Sandy, thank you. Get some White Claw to help with that cold. That's a good prescription for me. Okay, and then looks like Jefferson had some snackies. So this is Jefferson, and he's going to have his leg amputated. It's his, I think it's his left rear. And it has to go. He came from a TNR in Minneapolis, and they were doing mass TNRs. And this guy came along, and their choices were to TNR him, knowing that he can't get away from predators with the way that his leg is, or to euthanize him, or to see if we'd take him. Yeah, I'll check that water fountain. The cat's probably unplugged it. Hi, Jefferson. So I haven't stuck my hand in there to pet him, but I did stick my hand in there with some churu. And he handsome. Hi. What do you think, huh? And he does well with other cats, so thank goodness. Look at, there's Nash. Hey, Nashy. Ouch. I just hit my knee. Ouch. Hi. Hi, Nash. Hi, buddy. I just love brown tabbies. You're so handsome. He's going to be an adoptable cat. I think he's got another week left. We really need to adopt out these cats, y'all. We got too many nice ones. And that's not our mission. Our mission is to take in feral cats that rescues take in to adopt out. And this really is our mission right here. And they did call him feral, but I think he's just unsocialized. And we just got him, so I'm not going to stick my hand in there. I'm just going to leave him alone for a few days until Janice gets back, and she can try it. Okay, let's turn around. Hi, Elroy. Hi, Elroy. Hi, buddy. Hi, Elroy. So that's Elroy I was petting. Isn't this kind of cute right here? Look at this. So that's Branson, sleeping with Shadow. And there's Becca. She's kind of got a wheeze. The two spicy kittens are probably behind me, underneath underneath the veranda. Look at this cutie patootie. Yeah, I feel like I think Brandon has had a full recovery. Yes, I'm sending hugs to you too, Lois. What a change. What a change in life. But you've got the Furball family that are prayer warriors for you, Lois. We got you. Hi, Chucky. Hi, Chucky. Shucky. First Thanksgiving without your dad, Janelle. That's hard. Here's Clay and Dawn. Look at her little cute toesies. Hi. Hi, Dawn. Achoo. So if you are new to our channel and you hear a sneeze, just know that we are on it. If you saw our med list, you would see that our list is long with cats that we are medicating. Here's Not Teddy. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi, Teddy. So we're spelling his name differently. Doesn't he look like Airbnb Teddy, though? Hi. Hi, buddy. What a nice boy. I can't believe somebody didn't want him. I just don't get it. Oh, hi. You are such a nice boy. Look at this spoiled little face. Doesn't he look amazing? Isn't that just the picture of a pampered cat right here? Not Teddy is following me right now. He says, "You're not done petting me." Okay. Isn't this just the picture of a pampered cat, though? That's Bruiserberry. Hi, Bruiserberry. You was so spoiled. He just wants attention. So you can tell that this cat knew love. He's very well cared for. He knew love. So I don't know how somebody could just get rid of him. So his records say Teddy, but it's Teddie, and our joke is he's not Teddy. Oh, Yvette, I'm so sorry for your mom passing away yesterday. That's sad. You know, it puts things in perspective. When we lose a cat and we're devastated and we're upset and sad, it puts it in perspective when you compare it to losing a human being, doesn't it? Sometimes when I feel sad about all the cats that we've lost in the last even month, because we've lost kind of a lot of cats, I have to remember those that have lost humans, you know, family and friends, and put it in perspective and pull up my big girl pants and keep on going, right? I'm glad that Lucy stayed there. All right, I'm gonna come out. It's just so quiet. There's no people talking. There's no music. Hi, Zachary. Yes, cats are family. Totally agree. That's why sometimes we get really bummed out when we lose our cats, or when we know that we're going to lose our cats. Like, you know, we've got some cats on hospice again. Popeye, Kevin, and Ishi. I don't really consider David and Oliver on hospice because they're doing so well. There was a time when we had them on hospice, but they have done better. Oh, I got to put drops. This is, come on. I know it. His name is Bart. Hi, Bart. I'm going to have to get your eyes. Yes, Bart. I'm going to get his eyes. Don't worry, guys. He's on meds, too. Like I said, we have a long list. Yes, Dottie is still in hospice, too, because Dottie is losing weight, despite feeding. Look, there's Teddy. He's one of our chicken coop cats. Teddy, doesn't he look good? Doesn't Teddy look really good? Wow, Lois, your mom was 95 when she passed. What a great age. There's Jada. Yeah, don't these snowflakes look beautiful? I wonder if I could find Alan again. There's Carmen. There's another chicken coop cat. There's Carmen. Do we have 3 teddies? I think we only have 2 teddies. Oh my gosh. Cameron, isn't that funny? That is so funny. We do have 3 teddies. I was doing cat math. So we do. That's funny. We do have 3 teddies. Orange and white Teddy, and then Teddy, and then not Teddy. That's really funny. There's Fatty. Of course, there's Victoria and Carmen, 2 chicken coop cats. That's really cool. They were in the same view for a minute. Hi, Carrot Cake. Hi, Carrot Cake. You're so pretty. Oh my God, she likes to play rough. Look at how rough she's playing. You gonna follow me now? All right, let's see. I see Alan. Somebody asked for Alan. There he is. There's Alan. He just got some soup. Looks like the cats are watching Twitch. Some of the cats are watching Twitch. Isn't that cute? Let's go, girls. Anita's in the house. Look at this row of cats. So I think I'm going to end here. I'm a closer tonight, so I better get to cleaning up after your cats. And you can watch me clean up after your cats. Oh, that's funny. But you know what? Dr. Karen and Crystal and Melanie and Wayne, they're coming. They said they'd come and help close and love on the cats. That's our big thing is the cats. We want to love on the cats too. So make sure that you tune in to Twitch and YouTube live stream and shop on furballfarmshop.com. You'll make Anita feel like $1 million. And as usual, please pray for our sanctuary, pray for our organization, and may God bless our organization, our volunteers, our team, our cats, our followers, and God bless you. Have a great rest of your night. Bye. Bye, Tristan. I love you. Whoa. We can't end on there. Do you guys see that? Bye, Tristan. I love you. You want to see who it was? Hey. It was Zachary. And look who's in. Oh, that's Popeye. Did you guys hear that? I couldn't end on that, right? That was Zachary and a gray cat. Look at the gray cat wants to kick some booty. All right, I'm going to be supervising, so bye, Tristan. I love you. You guys wouldn't have heard that kerfuffle if I wouldn't have said that. So, all right, have a great rest of your night. Bye. Yeah, Zachary Marie.